All right, the Infinity War trailer is here. It dropped yesterday morning, and I couldn't get to it until now. But let's do it. Nothing to say about it. Let's get it on.
There was an idea to bring together a group of remarkable people to see if we could become something more. So when they needed us, we could fight the battles
that they never could.
In time, you will know what it's like to lose. To feel so desperately that you're right, yet to fail all the same. Dread it. Run from it. Destiny still arrives.
Evacuate the city. Engage all defenses. And get this man a shield.
Fun isn't something one considers when balancing the universe. But this does put a smile on my face. Who the hell are you guys?
What do I say about that? It's always harder to talk about things when you like them rather than when you don't like them. When you don't like stuff, it's easy to just do a laundry list of what you don't like, right? I thought it was great. I mean, it's a culmination of everything that Marvel has been building up to since they started their universe in 2008, I think, with the first Iron Man, or around there. And, you know, they've built up, I think they had this planned right around then or close to then. You know, it's been carefully architected, structured by Kevin Feige, I think that's how you say his last name, since the beginning. And he has shepherded it to this. I know there's more after this. There's Avengers 4, and there was that article that Marvel's going to do like 18 or 20 more films or something. And they're going to do more than 18 or 20 if these movies still make money. But I love the epicness, the grand scale of it. You know, when you had Captain America and the Winter Soldier, Black Panther, and all the people in Wakanda running. I think Natasha, the Black Widow, was there. Very cool to see her, like, I guess in her undercover blonde, you know, hairdo or whatever. I guess maybe there's going to be some espionage stuff in here for her. I don't see why else she'd want to go undercover, unless she's just trying to hide from someone, from something. I don't know, I forget. I've seen all the Marvel movies. Is there a reason at the end of Cliffhanger of one of them why she had to go into hiding? Oh, after Civil War, did she have to... Is she on the run from the government? From the law? I don't remember that. Maybe it's true. I'll have to watch Civil War again to get ready for this, I guess. She looked like that lady, Yelena Belova, in the Marvel Comics, the one who was supposed to be like Black Widow 2 or a replacement Black Widow. And I'm wondering if that's going to be her cover, you know, in this movie as a nod to the old comic book, you know. I'm not Natasha, I'm Yelena. That's her cover. Because you will probably never see the actual Yelena Belova character in this movie. Well, in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Maybe, but I doubt it. Cool moments, some cool emotional moments with Vision and the Scarlet Witch. Of course, Vision and the Scarlet Witch are one of the famous comic book couples in his Marvel Comics. And I think comics in general. They were together for a long time. I don't think they're together anymore in the comics. I don't read Marvel Comics that much these days. I just read X-Men comics. But I used to read a lot of Avengers stuff in the old days, and I remember the Vision and the Scarlet Witch were together. And then they weren't, but I think they might have gotten back together. I don't know. But in the movie, it was nice. It was nice to see the Vision. I think he was like in regular human to look more like Paul Bettany, but his stone was still glowing in his head. I thought that was like really striking visually, and to see his human face. Tender moment between him and the Scarlet Witch. That was nice. Also, there's that part in Peter Parker when Peter Parker's in the bus, and I guess it's the hair is rising up on his arm, because he's alerted. Maybe that's his spider sense tingling or something like that. We didn't see his spider sense in Spider-Man Homecoming, though. It's like they forgot about that superpower, or it wound up on the cutting room floor. You didn't see that in that movie, but I guess they remembered and put it in here, and I like that, my tingling, the hairs. Although in the comics, I don't think that being alerted from his spider sense makes Peter Parker's, like, hair on his neck stand on end or whatever. Unless I missed something. I haven't read every Spider-Man comic, but I always thought it was just, mental in his head. It didn't have any changes in his body, but I don't know. Spider-Man purists might disagree with me if that's the case. But I thought that was good. It was nice to see, all of them. Of course, one of the things Marvel is famous for is teaming up their heroes, pairing them up. Well, more than pairs. And it was nice to see, the different groups of heroes together. Doctor Strange with all those people in his Sanctum Sanctorum. I loved Doctor Strange, by the way, that movie, the Doctor Strange movie that came out. A lot of people, Doctor Strange, I think, was seen as a success. I think it's successful. But it did get criticism that it was just the magical version of Iron Man in terms of story beats and stuff like that. But I didn't care. Like, I really love Doctor Strange, the movie. That's one of the Marvel movies I actually own. I have mostly DC movies. If you watch this channel, I spend a lot of time in DC because I'm a DC fanboy. But of course I've seen all the Marvel movies, and I've enjoyed them. And Doctor Strange is the Marvel movie that I bought on Blu-ray before any of the others, because that movie just struck a chord in me. And so I hope Doctor Strange gets some awesome moments in this movie. He's one of my favorite superheroes in the movies. I don't know, something about that movie resonated with me. It got me the most emotionally out of all the Marvel movies. And so I'm really, really, concerned, well, not concerned, but just excited about what they're going to do with the Doctor Strange character in this in this movie and in other movies going forward, like Doctor Strange 2, etc. I really love that movie. And I think Benedict Cumberbatch, if I'm saying his last name right, was great in that role, and I can't wait. I'm going to defend Marvel here. You may think that's strange. What do you have to defend Marvel for? They're so full of win. But I've actually seen on, Instagram and Facebook and stuff, people criticizing Thanos' computer effects. And this is the same thing they were saying about Steppenwolf. And I'm like, people, come on. In every single movie like this, when you have computer-generated effects, it's like, why is it bothering you now? It's like, I didn't really hear people criticizing, the Hulk's effects in Thor Ragnarok or in the other Avengers movies. Or maybe they were and I didn't notice. But it's like, to me, that didn't look any worse than Thanos looked in here. Or that Steppenwolf looked in Justice League. So I don't understand why now all of a sudden people want to be all like, oh, it's CG and it looks bad. It looks just as good. I mean, if you didn't have a problem with CG in other movies like this before, why do you have it now? I'm wondering if studios like Marvel and DC and others, because of this pushback, if they'll start using fewer all CG effects for villains and just have it be a regular person. Maybe with some computer-generated enhancements, but not completely CGI, because there seems to be a lot of pushback in the fan community, or just in the community in general these days, for all CG characters. But I thought Thanos is fine. It didn't bother me. I mean, I know that I'm not looking at a real person, but I feel like I often know that, and it never bothers me. So I give Marvel a pass here. I'm sure Thanos will be written well. It'll be directed well. It'll be spectacular. So, and I thought it looked spectacular. You're not going to hear any criticisms from me about the way he looks. I thought he looked fine. He does look like Bruce Willis, though. I mean, it's not bad CGI. It's just the facial stylings they chose. He looks like that guy. He doesn't look like Josh Brolin to me. They should have made him look like Josh Brolin. Maybe he does. Do you think he looks like Josh Brolin? I don't think so. Not that he has to, but anyways. Great stuff. I can't wait. Avengers Infinity War comes out May 4th. Next year. That's still kind of far away. If you're looking for your Marvel fix before then, Black Panther comes out first in February. I forget which date in February. I think Marvel set the date, but I don't remember. But they're doing it in Black History Month. I think they're overdoing it in terms of marketing. It's it's a mostly black cast, and they're releasing it in Black History Month, and it's like they're beating you over the head with all the blackness. But whatever. Black Panther comes out February. If that's the next Marvel movie, if you can't wait. And then I think Infinity War is May 4th. And then Ant-Man and Wasp. I don't know when that comes out, but that comes out next year. And I think those are the only 3 Marvel Studios movies coming out next year. There might be a 4th that I'm not recalling, but I think that's it. But anyways, great stuff. And I'm definitely going to be following more Infinity War stuff. I know because I don't cover Marvel much in this channel, you might be surprised, but I have love for Marvel. It even says in my channel description, in my About page. I like Marvel. But anyways, I'll definitely be having more trailer reviews and reactions and stuff of Marvel stuff, because Marvel's got a lot of stuff coming out next year on this channel. So if you want to see that, please subscribe, like the video, do all that good stuff, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.